Aloha classmates, I'm Glenn Hong, your fellow 66er. I'm here with Carrie Ogami from Punahou Plan Giving, and we want to encourage you to consider current or even future gifts to Punahou. Carrie, could you introduce yourself and what your office does?
Yes, I'm Carrie Ogami. I'm the Director of Gift Planning at Punahou. I've been here for 13 years and I have a law background, so I'm familiar with some of the tax saving strategies that will help make your giving more impactful.
Thank you. I worked with Carrie during our 50th, when we were planning the 50th meeting 10 years ago. And she gave a lot of good advice in terms of ways that you can give. Obviously, there's the standard, you can write a check to Punahou and make a deduction. Many of us were still working at the time, so that did make some sense. Now, most of us are retired, so there are so many options that we should be considering if we want to give a legacy gift or just any type of gift to Punahou to celebrate the things that the school has given to us over the years. There's, you can write a check, you can go into retirement and do plan giving that way, or you can do various assets. Why don't you explain about some of the things that you've worked with some of our classmates on in the past?
Okay. So primarily as a Director of Gift Planning, my focus is on planned gifts that come to Punahou after someone passes away. And those are usually a bequest or in the form of a beneficiary designation. And that's like the first thing that comes to mind. But beyond that, I help folks take a look at the types of assets they can give, the timing of their giving, and the ways to give. So for example, making a gift of non-cash assets like stocks can save someone a lot of tax and capital gain tax on that. And since your 10 years ago, since your 50th, there's been a lot of tax law changes, including an increased standard deduction. So most people don't itemize anymore.
Right.
So a lot of the gifts are gifts that are made with pre-tax dollars. And especially you mentioned gifts from your IRA.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And that would be called a qualified charitable distribution. I know you're familiar with it.
Yes.
And that does not incur any tax. It's a way that's especially for folks like you you get the benefit of being able to make a charitable gift without itemizing. And you're saving tax that way. So yeah, that's just a little bit of.
Oh, that's a really good synopsis. In my case, I made for our 60th, a 5-year pledge. I did that for our 55th also.
Yeah.
But I did the pledge out of my IRA. And when I turned 70 and a half, I was required to take what's called the required minimum distribution, RMD. The law's changed, so right now it's 73. My counting is right there. All of my classmates, all of us are over 73. So you're required, if you have a pension, IRA or 401k or whatever, to take an RMD. When you receive the funds, that's taxable to you as ordinary income, depending on your tax bracket. But you can give the gift to Punahou or any other charitable institution directly from that IRA to Punahou in this case, and that counts against your required minimum distribution, which you're required to take, and it changes every year. Hopefully, it goes up every year. But that becomes non-taxable as ordinary income. It's just not taxable. It's just you meet your RMD requirements, and that's a great way to give a charitable gift, which in the past we could deduct from our itemized deductions, but now you do it out of our. We do it out of our.
It's pre-tax. Right.
It's pre-tax dollars, right?
Now, also since your 50th renewal, Punahou has adopted a lot of online gift tools. So you can initiate that qualified charitable distribution from our website. We have a special tool. You can initiate stock gifts from our website as well. And the other part of having an IRA is identifying the beneficiary of who gets the remaining balance of your IRA at the end of your lifetime. It takes like 2 minutes to do that. Most institutions will allow you to designate your family members or an entity like Punahou. A percentage will be left to them. The difference is that for individuals, they have to pay income tax on those distributions, and they're required to pull everything out in 10 years.
Then you're-
So if a classmate names Punahou as the beneficiary, that comes to Punahou at the end of the lifetime with no tax to Punahou, since we're a we're a nonprofit organization.
Yeah. Thanks, Carrie. That's a lot of information. Actually, Carrie is a great resource. If you have any questions about plan giving, the different modes, use your Bitcoins. You want to designate that to Punahou, make sure you give them the passcode.
We
But
have
that means you can take. I can take my IRA and say, all right, I want to give 1%. I can give 80%
Yeah.
to the remainder to my great kids. Actually, maybe I'll give them a little bit more than that.
2%, whatever. It's very easy to. We don't require any paperwork from your IRA. We have a form, and we know that it's revocable. So that's the other thing. I think some folks are a little bit nervous about committing a certain amount from their estate, and we don't count it as cash in. It's a future gift,
It's a good.
and it's revocable. So we know circumstances can change,
Absolutely.
and but we will still count it for your class gift.
Okay. All right. We'll make a pledge, and then we hope we can stay with it till the end. But there are many different funds that you can designate your domain to. I put mine into a general 66 class of 66 scholarship fund. And this will help incoming students who may have some financial needs going forward. It's really great to pay it forward. So, Carrie, thank you so much.
Yes.
And for
May I add
everything.
one more thing?
Absolutely.
Gifts to Punahou in any direction will count for your class set. So even if you have your own endowed fund, or you want to give it to a certain department or program, that will also count. It can be outside your class scholarship. It doesn't matter what direction. It still counts for your class gift.
And for the 60th reunion, there is a deadline for getting that in order to count for the totals for our reunion.
Yes, well, technically it's June 30th. But if you want it on the check, we make it during reunion week, do a presentation. That would be May 25th is the deadline.
Okay, let's look at May 25th. But if you still want to give after that, you have until the end of June.
30th.
See you at the reunion, hopefully.
Mahalo.
Aloha.
Aloha.